Hi everyone and welcome to Bad Car Symptoms. An engine misfire is a rare car problem, but when it happens, it's best to notice it on time to prevent bigger and more costly engine damage. Our video should help you with that so you can hopefully repair the cause of the engine misfire on time. Luckily, most of these symptoms are pretty easy to spot, so stay tuned. Bad car symptoms. The first and easiest symptom to notice with an engine misfire is rough idling. Once you start the engine, it will not have that usual smooth and nice idling. Instead, you'll hear a disturbing thumping or even rattling sound. The rough idling may appear immediately after you start the engine or after the engine starts gaining working temperature. Vibrations in the passenger cabin. The next symptom of this problem are vibrations inside the passenger cabin, which you will also probably feel on the steering wheel and elsewhere. So even if you miss the rough engine idle, you'll certainly not miss the mild trembling that it causes. These vibrations are produced by a shaking engine. The engine shakes and jitters in the engine bay. If you've noticed the previous symptoms, then go and take a look under the hood or the bonnet. Instead of the usual picture of an engine sitting still inside the engine bay, it will shake, tremble and sort of jump around it. Depending on how many cylinders are misfiring, the jumping and shaking can be barely noticeable, or the engine may be shaking violently. The check engine light appears. At this time, or even while the rough idle symptom was present, the check engine light may appear on the dashboard. At the beginning of the engine misfire problem, the check engine light may appear intermittently. Later, it will likely be on all the time. If the misfire gets worse, the check engine light may start to blink or even turn red, depending on what car you drive. A loss of engine power and poor acceleration. The next symptom is a serious loss of engine power, and you'll notice this mainly by the gas pedal response. Instead of the sharp and instantaneous response, the acceleration will be sluggish and slow. A rough estimate on this part would be that you'll lose probably 30 to 50% of engine power. Also, if you have more than one cylinder misfiring, the engine may tend to cut out completely, after which you might have trouble starting the engine again. A higher fuel consumption. All of this strain on the engine will inevitably lead to higher fuel consumption. You'll easily notice this symptom since the fuel consumption in some cases can double. So you'll notice the pointer on the fuel gauge rapidly falling to empty while you're driving, especially during colder weather. A smell of gasoline from the exhaust. Finally, the last symptom would be that when you start the engine, you may sense a strong smell of gasoline from the exhaust pipe. The smell is produced by gasoline not being properly combusted and burned inside the cylinder due to the engine misfire. So some of it comes out with the exhaust fumes, causing the characteristic smell. As we say in most of our videos, and this goes double with an engine misfire, the moment you notice any of these symptoms, react and inspect the problem as soon as possible. It would be best to do this as soon as you notice the rough idling, and especially if you see the engine shaking in the engine bay. Know that if you continue to drive the car like this, you may cause some serious engine damage due to the unbalanced and radical way the engine works with a misfire. Driving this way may easily lead to some costly repairs. So that's it for this time. We hope the video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.